Earlier this evening, we see Marcus Jackson making his way into the arena. He will be taking on our co-main event against Scott Heston. Again, one of the biggest trash talkers in the world of Kansas City MMA. He looks to back it up and make a statement tonight in this fight. But first, it is our men's bantamweight title fight as we have Eric Ellington. He will be taking on Travis Sumler.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Shamrock FC bantamweight title fight. Let's bring out Eric Ellington.
Here we go for the Shamrock FC bantamweight title. Eric Ellington is making his way to the cage tonight, hailing from East St. Louis MM. He is a two-time All-American wrestler and has been on an absolute tear as of late and wants to keep that going. Out of the 12 times that Ellington has stepped in the cage, he has only tasted defeat once. He is ready to come into enemy territory tonight and play spoiler against the hometown favorite in Travis Sumler. Eric Ellington comes to us by way of the Academy of Courage. He trains alongside Bellator vet Kane Royer. He also trains with Arian Zekthi, who we talked to earlier about his upcoming fight in December. These guys are out there to make a statement tonight. Eric Ellington is one of the toughest wrestlers that we have in Shamrock FC today. A two-time All-American, and he is going to use that tonight in his advantage. He said that he feels like a new fighter tonight every time that he steps into the cage, and he thinks that piece of hardware needs to come home with him to St. Louis.
Man, when you're a college All-American, that means you've accomplished something. I wrestled in college. That's a hard feat to accomplish, and I know this guy's going to bring something special to the cage.
Even though he is in enemy territory tonight, he says he feels no pain, and he feels no feelings at all for his opponent, Travis Sumler.
Let's bring out his opponent tonight, Travis Sumler.
Travis Sumler is one of the quietest and most reserved kids outside of the cage. He told me that getting used to all of the publicity and the radio interviews to this fight was very different than anything else that he was used to, but he is looking at this championship win as just the next stepping stone in his career. He is literally one of the quietest guys that I have ever seen. As we go to our tail of the tape, Eric Ellington, 28 years old, 5'6", 134 pounds out of East St. Louis, Illinois. Travis Sumler, 21 years old, 5'9", 133 pounds out of Wichita, Kansas. Now, Eric Ellington has a much more athletic build than Travis Sumler, but Travis Sumler's Muay Thai is something to behold.
Yeah, man, it looks like Eric Ellington's probably cutting a little weight, and Travis is probably more a natural 135-pounder.
This one will be big. It's our bantamweight title. Let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to kick it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Shamrock FC bantamweight title. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighs in at 134.8 pounds. Fighting out of East St. Louis, Illinois, Eric Ellington. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighs in at 133 pounds. Fighting out of Wichita, Kansas, Travis Sumler.
Referee Mark Wassam has the call for this title fight. Jeremy Johnson along with my partner Bellator vet LC Davis. It's our bantamweight title, and here we go. Immediately, Sumler takes the center of the cage. Nice checked leg kick there. Ellington is throwing for the fences already.
Yes, Ellington's throwing big heat, establishing his kicks, establishing his range.
Again, Ellington is the much more muscular fighter here in the cage.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it looks like Travis kind of walks around more at 135, where Ellington is definitely cutting a little bit of weight.
Nice front kick there coming from Sumler.
Yeah, Sumner has the range here. He needs to use those kicks and keep him at kicking range.
Ellington appears, though, to be throwing the kicks without setting it up with the hands.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing. That's when you can get countered and hurt.
Sumler trying to work that jab, establishing his range and distance.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. He's the rangier fighter. He needs to keep that jab and keep him in kicking distance.
Ellington, though, trying to be very elusive here.
Yeah, Ellington needs to use his head movement, get in closer, and use that wrestling background. Big
Nice
right hand
shot.
right there.
Oh, big shot.
And that's what we just talked about. He didn't set up his kick. He went for a blind kick, and it didn't work out for him.
Now let's see where the wrestling prowess here of Eric Ellington takes over. But again, Travis Sumler is no slouch off of his back.
Yeah, Travis needs to make this a dirty scrambling match right here. He needs to make it aggressive and scramble and get back to his feet. Right now, it'd be good for Travis to go to his butterfly guard, maybe use the butterfly to get back to his feet.
A lot of big hands here coming from Ellington as he steps over into half guard.
Big hands. Right now, he's on his left side right now. He needs to dig a left underhook as well.
Under 1 minute remaining here in round 1 of this title fight.
Travis is on his right side right now. He needs to dig the left underhook. He's trying to do that right now. And Ellington's doing a good job keeping the forward pressure on Travis.
Under 30 seconds remaining here in round 1.
Right now, Ellington's kind of just burying his head in his chest. I'd like to see him posture up and do a little damage from this position.
10 seconds remaining here in round 1. Ellington has been very content to stay in half guard and land that ground and pound. Very typical wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a close round, but you have to give it to the wrestler. We get the takedown and a little ground and pound at the end of the round.
Now, the other thing that comes into play, again, as I said earlier, the muscular build of Eric Ellington, if this goes into later rounds, could definitely play a factor.
Absolutely. Like I said before, like you mentioned, when you got a lot of muscle, you need a lot of oxygen to build those muscles. So maybe the smaller guy may be the more cardio-worthy guy in this fight.
As we look here at our instant replay, a lot of ground and pound there to finish the round. But as we see in the corner, Eric Ellington is taking some huge deep breaths.
Big deep breaths, getting his water, and then you look at Travis over there standing up, hardly breathing, and ready to go to the second round. Some athletes are built for sprinting and explosion. Some athletes are built for cardio. And I think this is a prime subject of both those guys right now. One's built for exploding, one's built for the distance. We'll see which one pays off.
Round 2 of this bantamweight title fight, live from Ameristar Casino in Kansas City, Missouri. Quick touch of the gloves and back at the action. Immediately Sumler comes out with the jabs, landing the front kick. Nice head kick from Sumler.
Ellington was switched to the southpaw position for a while, but he didn't like that head kick and went back to his orthodox stance. Oh, we got a guillotine attempt here by Travis.
Sumler finished his last fight in a very similar position.
Oh,
but
good.
Ellington's strength was able to move out of that.
Yes, he did a short drag out, typical wrestling move. Great job by Ellington.
Nice body kick from Sumler. Oh,
Good
nice takedown from
takedown.
Ellington.
He used that aggression from Sumner and timed his takedown perfectly. Sumner looking to get back to half guard right now. He needs to keep shrimping, but the problem right now, he needs to dig that left underhook. Whoever has the underhook who is in control, and right now that's Ellington. He backs away, lets him stand up. Interesting.
Wow. But Ellington
But
immediately getting right back to it with another takedown.
He's trying to add those takedowns up. I'd like to see him posture up and give a little more devastating ground and pound in this position.
Halfway through round 2.
We're in the half guard position right now. I'd like to see, like I said before, Ellington posture up a little bit and look to do some more damage.
Sumler from the bottom has got to get some sort of underhook here to try to control the body positioning here of Eric Ellington.
Yeah, exactly right, Jeremy. He needs to dig for that left underhook right now. Instead, he's holding on to his head, kind of just holding himself in this bad position.
1 minute left, Kansas City. Let's make some noise.
Again, very content to sit here in the half guard position and just land the damage as we are under 1 minute remaining here in round 2.
Yeah, you know, wrestlers, when they get in the top position, they sometimes get comfortable there. As he develops in his career, he'll learn that he needs to do damage from this position.
Sumler trying to work that position to get back up or at least improve himself here back into full guard.
Yeah, I mean, Sumner's working hard, but he's kind of not doing the right thing. He really needs to get that underhook. It's going to be really hard for him to get up as long as he allows Ellington to control that underhook. Right now, he could use the fence to try to walk up. I'd like to see him slide up the fence and wall walk. Short time. Now it's time for Ellington to drop some bombs, but we still see his head buried in the chest. Another close round, but I'd have to give it to Ellington. The wrestling control is paying dividends.
Now, if you are in the corner of Travis Sumler, who is basically down 2 rounds to none here on with the takedowns, what are you telling him to do as we look at our instant replay here?
I'm telling Travis to circle, use your jab, and go for broke, man. He needs to let his hands go, let him fly, and try to win this fight by a knockout.
Sumler does have a great submission game as well as strength in both of his hands. It's definitely a possibility as, again, as we see here in the corner, he is already up, standing, and ready to go.
Yeah, man, cardio is not a factor for this guy, so he needs to use that. He needs to push the pace on this guy with a muscular build that may have an issue with cardio.
This is it, third and final round. Who takes the Shamrock FC Bantamweight title? Quick touch of the gloves and back into the action for the third and final round.
Travis
Sumler is
out.
definitely, oh, huge hand from Ellington.
Yes, he's coming out being much more aggressive as he should be, but walked right into a big right hand from Ellington.
Little low kick, but did not matter. Ellington wants to keep going.
Oh, another big right hand
rocking
from Ellington.
shot there.
Travis needs to keep his left hand higher. He's getting ate up with that right hand.
Again,
There's a takedown
perfectly
again.
timed.
This is what Travis needs. He needs to look for that guillotine. Great job of fighting the hands by Ellington. He's controlling the wrist. Once you control someone's hand, it's impossible for them to choke you with one hand.
This is not where Travis Sumler wants to be right now. Looking to get that hand underneath.
Again, Ellington, there he does. Great job again. Going to the hand co, and nice little short drag into the double leg. Transition wrestling, that's what I like to see. He's showing his All-American wrestling out tonight, guys.
What a beautiful arm drag move out of there. Again, back to that half guard position.
Yeah, this Ellington, he's got a lot of great skills. He's using his wrestling well. The only thing I like to see different is like to see him do a little more damage from the top position. Oh, we got a stand up by the ref. Sounds like he wants to see a little more action from Ellington as well.
You definitely can't just lay on him once you get.
Oh,
huge
big right hand, left hook, and a great takedown. Wow. This guy Ellington has a lot of strength and a lot of power.
1 minute left, Kansas City. Let him hear ya.
Under 1 minute remaining here in the fight.
Yes, right now, Travis is kind of just holding him in his guard. He looks to need to go to open guard, butterfly guard, something to get back to his feet, or look to submit.
immediately looking almost to try to play a rubber guard game there for a minute, which won't do you any good at all in this position.
No, we're not looking to hold no one down right now. He's down 2 rounds to none. He's got 30 seconds, and he needs something big.
Ellington here is just simply out-wrestled Sumler.
Absolutely, man. He's a great wrestler, All-American, and he has this physical strength over Travis.
Landing some few shots as we are 10 seconds remaining here in the third and final round.
We got a triangle attempt. Great
That
fight.
is the end of the fight.
Eric Ellington showed a lot of great skills, man. College wrestler, college All-American, and he proved that tonight. Hit some nice arm drags, good high-level wrestling moves, good high-level double legs. Hands were great too. Landed some big right hands, left hooks. The only thing I'd like to see different, a little more ground and pound from the top. And this guy has a bright future ahead of him.
Now, it's very rare that you see a completely successful arm drag in the world of MMA. He made it look easy.
Made it look easy, and he made it look textbook at that. That just shows his All-American wrestling background.
And LC, we still have more action to come as our co-main event of the evening is next, as we will see Marcus Jackson taking on Scott Heston. There's still a whole lot more action to come. What a fight. So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Mayer for our final results.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards this evening, let's give both of these fighters a big round of applause. Going to the scorecards this evening, your winner by unanimous decision and the bantamweight title belt goes to Eric Ellington.
Big win here coming for Eric Ellington. He is the new Shamrock FC bantamweight champion, and that was pure and simple wrestling that made that happen.
Absolutely, man. He showed his wrestling background. He's a great athlete, and I really think he has a bright future ahead of him.
Well, as I said, we still have more action to come as our co-main event of the evening is next, right here at Shamrock Fighting Championships.
With Shamrock